Um, well, a huge bounce back win for our team. You know, love the way our guys competed throughout the game. Kind of a little bit like Virginia. Game of runs were, we got off to a poor start, but I didn't think that we were playing poorly. I thought we had some opportunities that we didn't take advantage of, and kind of told our guys, hey, I'm not calling a timeout because of that. Just stick with what we're doing. We got to just do it a little bit better and relax and settle into the game. Sometimes it's hard in games like this when you don't get off to a good start. Like in Virginia, we made a couple early threes. Here we did not, but we showed great resiliency to stick with what we're doing, keep doing what we do a little bit better. And, we did that throughout most of the game. Obviously, we had some turnovers that we've got to do a little bit better on, clean some things up. We didn't take advantage of some advantage situations, but I do think our guys showed, pretty good grit throughout the game. And PJ was great. We knew that because of their switching and the way they guard and pressure that, they're going to take away a lot of threes that you got to play inside the defense. And I thought our team did a really good job, and coaches did a good job of finding ways to get PJ the ball and good opportunities. And he's just a really good player. He's a guy that can catch. You got a big guy that can catch. It makes things easier for you in terms of getting him the ball. Questions?
Brad, defensively, were you pleased with the way you guys played? I think holding them around 32% or so shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. That's about as good as you can do. Sebron's a heck of a talent. I mean, man, is he good. 6'7" or 8", whatever he is, and fast. I mean, he is so fast. His dribbles are so far out in front. He can get from end to end in 3 dribbles. So, on any ball screen coverage or any ISO or whatnot, he's got space to attack, get downhill, and that just puts so much pressure. And then obviously you have to rotate around to kind of help guard him in the rim area. And now you got guards blocking out big guys, and then rebounding is a challenge. I thought we did a good job. Obviously, Smith didn't make a 3 tonight. I thought we made it hard on him for a while. That was good. But just, they're a good team. They're hard to guard. They spread you and put you in a lot of difficult situations. But our guys held up. David got off to a good start and guarded very well, for most of the game. I then got into some foul issues, and I thought Chase Hunter coming off the bench was huge. I thought he played great, not just a couple buckets that he made, but, they deny your point guard some. They make other guys initiate offense, and Chase can do that. He can handle the ball. He can make some decisions. He's kind of a third point guard for us. That helps. I thought he did some really good things in the game to help, us push through.
Hey, Brad, this is Davis Potter from the Clemson Insider. I was just curious with the way NC State, knowing how they play defense, were there certain actions with PJ that worked to get him the ball there on the interior?
Yeah, I mean, we've got several plays we run, to try to get him the ball. A couple of times we can get it to him in an angle where he can lay it in or dunk it. It's, it's hard to do that. The timing has to be perfect. And, it's never easy because you're under duress and the other team's pressuring you. And, it's not something you can do on a regular basis in a game like tonight. They're just, they pressure you so much. And so, we have different teams that play differently. Virginia is a pack line team that very physical and guards the heck out of you, probably inside out. Then you got the Florida States, NC States that are extremely aggressive and pressure you and make it very hard to run consistent offense. And they play outside in a little bit more. And so, it's not easy to do, but today we're able to find a few times to get PJ some good looks.
Brad, I know you said you were pretty pleased with the way y'all played at Virginia or against Virginia, even though you came up short. Do you feel like you guys are really playing pretty good basketball at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're playing pretty well. It's it's hard to win games, and you're going to play well sometimes, and it's not always going to work out. We didn't play as well defensively. We made too many defensive mistakes, and we got beat on some details of things that we really worked on for Virginia in game one and probably let slip a little bit. I got to do a better job of that, helping my guys on some of those things. We watched the film more extensively after that game, the next or two mornings after a day off or whatnot, and really kind of try to teach and learn and get better. But I think, offensively, we did some good things again. And I thought we played very well offensively. We just didn't make shots down the stretch against Virginia. And sometimes this game comes down to making shots. Today it's great to see Nick and Alex make some big free throws. Nick, especially late in the game, made some huge free throws down the stretch. It's sometimes this game comes down to those things. You just got to step up and make a shot or two. You got to make a couple free throws to finish a game. We just didn't do that in the last 8 minutes of the Virginia game. We missed some threes. We missed a couple plays around the rim. But I thought we got it where we wanted to a lot of times. So executing wise, we're getting better.
Brad, this
Getting
is
a couple straight. Go ahead, David. Sorry.
Go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say getting 2 straight road wins in the ACC. Just how important is that to get some early road wins in the league?
Yeah, it's great. It's hard. It's fantastic. Obviously we lost one against Virginia at home. We got to bounce back, but it's really good for morale of your team. It just, you kind of get on the road sometimes, and if you have a good team that can stay focused, you're playing with each other, for each other. Sometimes there's less distractions. That can be really good. I thought that's been the case. Our morale has been good here recently. Our guys have been in good spirits. I think the time without school has been good for this team. Whatever it is, second week of December and even finals week, we practiced a little more this year during finals week than we have in some other years. We were able to, and I think our team has gotten better. I think players have gotten better. I think, how we play has gotten better. I think we do a better job of understanding what each guy can do, and guys are accepting their roles much better and understanding what we need them to do to win. And that's what we talked about earlier in the year, where there's a growth process with your team that you have to kind of work through. And sometimes it's hard. And, this team has done a really good job in the last 4 to 5 weeks of really growing together.
Brad, sort of along those lines and a big picture question. There's only 4 ACC teams in the top 70 of the net, not including you guys. And you guys haven't been able to play Duke yet with that game being postponed. How challenging or what are your thoughts just on trying to piece together a postseason resume as you guys, move forward the rest of the year?
Yeah, I'm not really worrying about that, to be honest with you. We can't control what other teams' net and all those things are. I think we had a lot of turnover in our league in a lot of ways. We got a lot of teams that maybe, were changing. And so I think that's the hardest thing about basketball a little bit is because of the way the net works and the way conference works, everybody, you're almost slotted based on how you play in November and early December. And then it's really hard to change that. Like your league is kind of stuck once even though teams get better, like we're certainly better now than we were, 6 weeks, 9 weeks ago, and other teams in our league who are growing are doing the same. And so that's one of the challenging things, but I know what you're getting at. We're not really talking about NCAA tournament or all those, we're just trying to get better. We're trying to win the next game, play well the next time out, understand what it takes for us to be successful as a team when we concentrate on Clemson, but then also going into the game, what's the plan that gives us the best chance to win? Let's try to execute that plan. Do we need to make an adjustment? And then, we'll see where we are after a while.
Have you heard any word, Brad, to this point about that Duke game being made up?
Have not. Still no word on it.
Any more questions?
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.